Sometimes banks beg to be robbed. You don't believe me? I could have stolen funds from a local bank if I had wanted to. Really, they begged me to do it. If you want to become rich and famous, being a small-town attorney isn't a good career choice. I did, however, come into grand sums of money occasionally. When this happened, there were usually debts to pay that had been on hold during those times when even small sums of money were rare. I went to our local bank for some reason, and was informed that I had $4,000 in my checking account. This didn't surprise me too much. After all, I had finished probating an estate the week before, and its conclusion afforded me one of those rare financial windfalls mentioned above. I turned to my mom, who was my bookkeeper at the time, and asked why she hadn't paid some expenses that I knew were outstanding. She said she had the canceled checks to prove that she had, and was sure the bank was in error as to my unexplained sudden financial well-being. No, the bank official assured us.
The bank never makes mistakes like that. You must have forgotten these funds. Congratulations, you are very lucky.
I didn't feel lucky. I wasn't on any controlled substances, and I hadn't believed in Santa since I was little. I knew that the bank would realize its mistake eventually, and just might make another one in an overzealous attempt to make a correction. This is to say that I was happy to let them have their own money back. I just didn't want them to get confused and take some of mine. To bring this point home, I asked, "So, I can write a check for $4,000, and you'll honor it?"
Yes, I will, but I think your mother just fainted.
Mom and I left the bank. She and I both knew a mistake had been made, but the bank insisted that we were in error. In fact, it wasn't until the next day that I received the phone call.
Miss Uttermolen, there has been a dreadful mistake regarding your account. You haven't spent the money we discussed yesterday, have you?
No, I said. It wasn't mine, and I was pretty sure you would agree with me eventually. The bank rewarded me with a 90-minute calling card with their humble thanks. In their letter, they assured me that I was lucky I hadn't spent the money, because they would have figured out their mistake eventually, and although my honesty had sped things up, it hadn't been strictly necessary. Okay, next time, I'll spend the money. That'll teach him to mess with this upstanding citizen.